I think this is a partially very populist manifesto because Jayalalithaa in the last government, it was populism that helped her to gain a lot of familiarity and popularity and also acceptance among a large section of people. But only thing is, had she released this manifesto earlier, it would have been better because she had this early starter advantage initially because she launched the campaign for this assembly elections much ahead of the other political party leaders. And now it appears that part of the manifesto has been copied from what the other parties have already promised the electorate. For instance, the DMK had already promised that they would waive the farm loans for micro and macro farmers. And similarly, the DMK had also promised that the fishermen will be brought under the marine tribes, which is what the AIADMK manifesto has also assured now. And also on the front of the education loan waiver, the DMK had announced a complete waiver. Ms. Jayalalithaa has said that her party would basically waive education loans of students who have taken loans and are currently unemployed. Some alterations she has made, like for instance, the DMK promised to reduce the price of milk by up to ₹7, which means Arvind has several brands. So each brand they would reduce, and the cheapest brand would come ₹7 less. Whereas Ms. Jayalalithaa has said that she would now supply milk at ₹10 less. And similarly, the DMK had promised laptops with internet connection. Ms. Jayalalithaa has said it will be for students with Wi-Fi connection. So there are a lot of similarities in these manifestos. The newer elements are essentially aimed at the poor and the women, who constitute a significant percentage of the electorate. So for the women, she has promised the most populist scheme would be the 50% subsidy that the government would provide for women to purchase scooters. Most likely it could be a scooty or something like that. So that one. And likewise, she has also come up with certain other promises of maternity leave of 9 months, which is a very good move because working mothers will find that extremely beneficial. So they are likely to be swayed by this. Free electricity supply up to 100 units, which would essentially benefit about 78 lakh people who are below the poverty line. But then the bigger problem is how would she implement all this? Because the state is facing a huge financial crisis. The debt burden of Tamil Nadu government has more than doubled. It's gone up 150%. Rough estimate shows something like 2.5 lakh crore of a debt burden Tamil Nadu has. In contrast to 1 lakh crore, which was the case when she assumed charge as CM in 2011. And the TANGEDCO, the Tamil Nadu Generation and Distribution Company, which is a EB basically, which supplies your electricity, is in deep red right now. So they have huge mounting losses, and if she has to give those 100 units free, how will she compensate? Would it be by hiking the tariff for the rest of the population, and that will make her unpopular if she does that? Or will it be that the government is going to borrow money to fund this? She has also promised phased prohibition, to implement phased prohibition in Tamil Nadu. Now if that happens, where is the revenue going to come for all these freebies? Free cell phones for every ration card holders, then set-top boxes for all the subscribers of Arusu cable, which means a large section of cable TV subscribers is going to benefit from set-top boxes. Where is the money going to come for all this? So these things need to be explained. Possibly she has to explain that in the election meetings over the next matter of a week. So the time available for her to explain how she's going to raise money for this is very short, and she has to do that convincingly now.